Well, good morning, Interbet fans, and welcome to the preview for Scottsville, Sunday, the 6th of August. And hopefully, our challenges trying to get the whole show done are sorted out today. Let's see where we go. Hollywood, Scottsville, we are 9 race program. At 12 o'clock's the first race, 20 pentrometer. So the course is pretty firm, and a 9 meter false rail, which is definitely going to have a draw bias effect. You want to be drawn on the inside when you get these 9 meter false rails because it throws them all to the outside, and as a result, horses that are on the fence get the best run. The going might be best on the outside fence, so they might all duck there, which is what they tend to do. 1200 meter maiden plate for 3-year-olds and 13 a license to thrill. Ran on extremely well first time out. Good time. Lots to like about License to Thrill. If it's come on here, I'd expect it to go really well. The danger could be one Helsinki. That's Laf's runner. I think Laf will have a very good day today. So that I'd put into all your play as well. And certainly the first race, go for the trifectas and quartets. And remember, you back them on Interbet. Because that's the only place where the money goes through the tote. These other big bookmaking firms, the money that you put on the tote goes into their pockets. 12, Mar del Plata. I think this might be the big danger to the other two. Much improved second run. Put him into your play. Tea-time Tibble, 14. There's a very close form line with KG's Delight on the last run behind Dreamland, and no winners have come from 8 starts from that form. Hard to follow. Race 2, maiden plate at Fillies and Mares, 1200 metres. I'm going strongly with number 11, Twinkle Little Star. This ran a cracking race first time out. 2 winners out the form line, and I think that this might be the bet of the day. I can't see anything else in the race. I'd have a look at number 14, Rio Guard, going down to the start. Purple Flower ran on first time out, might be an improver. And Sea of Tears is consistent, but don't think she's got the firepower to be Twinkle Little Star. If this has come on, Billy Jacobson gets a huge chance here. He doesn't get many chances, Billy, but this is a big chance for him. Race 3, maiden plate. They go 1600 metres, and I made it a 2-horse race. 4 Mambo's Call, the Vonnie Broncos runner. Then a Schwartz rides it. Got to have a big chance here. And 5 Potent Captain, improved last run and was backed. So look for big improvement with him. They're the two that I think will fight it out. Head of the speed rating is 12 Ancient World. Not a bad first run in quite a strong field, supposedly. Tail of the Comet. We'll get to see whether that form is that strong later on. Race 4. This is a merit-rated handicap, and they go 1600 metres. I made it 4-cornered. I like Sleeker Silk, the left runner. Course and distance 1 from 1. Gets a very good Rachel Venica aboarded that 1.5 claim. Makes a huge difference. She's only got 59 to carry. And I think Sleeker Silk's the one they've all got to beat. There are a couple of lurkers I found. Teichmann, very good horse on the turf this. And Magudwa rides him extremely well. He's had 8 rides on this horse, 3 wins in 2 places. So Teichmann, despite the wide draw, I make a danger. If he is drawn well, but he always comes from off them. So that 7-year-old, he's done extremely well for the Whitehead outfit. I like number 4, Caramel Fudge, as a 33-1 shot. This looks like a big improver to me. Ignore its last couple of starts, and I think it will go much better on the turf. And then the old boy, the Bayou, he might come into the race as well. Now, why I didn't go for Mr. Pigalle, Ibuto, Shoe Fellow, won a maiden, and Way Warrior. None of them have won on the turf. And as a result, I do believe that the turf is very important and a different surface to the poly. And you get different type of racing. I know we're having this discussion, Graham Hawkins and I, down at the Wild Coast. And he doesn't feel the same as I do. He thinks it doesn't make much difference. But he would, because he put in the poly. Race 5. Merit rated 84, 1,000 metres. I made a 3-corner contest. Prince Kresh, he's ready to win again, the 6-year-old, and he should be able to win a race like this. He was ridden by a 4-kilogram claimer last time, and certainly was not very balanced the last 400 metres. He will improve with Muzi. 9, Choro Sands looks like the big danger, and I think this will go well. And the roughie in the race I like is 7, Don Carrari. Must improve on the turf, this horse. Certainly not at his best on the poly. Race 6, Mary-rated handicap fillies and mares, 1,200 metres. I found one here that I really like, 6, Acacia's Blossom. The Corson outfit have had some winners, they've had some success, and I think that this might be a perfect race for her. I think she's decent, this filly, and certainly this course and distance will suit her absolutely down to the ground. If she's fit and well, she's the one they've all got to beat. 7, Karandi got a chance, got its good last form behind Bomber Girl. I think that form will stand up, and they look like the only 2 really to me. African Folklore, I suppose you've got to ignore its last start, but Matthew Thackeray, I don't know where he came from to find the ride, but there he is. Matthew Thackeray gets a chance on the Mike Miller runner, African Folklore. Race 7, Farm Sales Stakes. Well, what a pathetic turnout for a race that's worth 400,000 Rand. Wow. And as a result, Golden Tatiana looks absolutely home and hosed. She's the best horse in the race, and she's only a one-time winner, but she has been mixing it with all the best horses around, and she's run close to them. She ran 4 lengths or 5 lengths of Miss Geriatrics. Yeah, that's good form, and she'd be hard to oppose here. Tony ran a very good first run in a strong field. There's 3 winners have come out of the 5 runners from that race so far, that William Iron Arm form, so that's got to have a chance, Tony, but it come back in trip from the 1,600 to the 1,200. Big worry to me. I think Kualami, number 7, Azaleas for All, maybe dangers. And then obviously there's the first timer, Zenobia's Gold, who's in the betting. But I think that those 2 might be the dangers. And then Rachel Veniker's ride, Palace Revolt. Don't ignore this one. Might easily run into him, runs in the tail of the Comet form. Race 8. This is Mary rated 1950, 3-corner contest. Tree Fairy, the Broncos runner, with Rachel on it. I think that's the right horse. I think it will win. 5, Manic Monday, got very good form and should go extremely well. And then the one to upset the apple cart is 7, Blazing Kiss. This has got form, this filly. If you go back in his form, she holds a lot of these horses, and she will go really well here if she's fit and well. Blazing Kiss, I think there's a perfect race for her. Race 9, fillies and mares, 1,600. I like Lafferty runner, Devils and Dust. Much better on the turf, ignore it. Polyform, she now goes on the right track, and this is a good mix for her. She's come down the merit rating to 72. She's top weight, so she's the best filly in this race. She'll be very hard to beat. Dangers, I think maybe Giver's Grace, number 8. Looks like an improver. And 1, French Princess, doesn't go on the turf. Foreshore is a favourite, won a maiden and won pretty well, but this is a different kettle of fish, and she's only gets 3 kilos from Devils and Dust. I think it's good enough for Devils and Dust to win. So, hope you have a great day at Scottsville, and I'll be back with you during the week. From me, James Goodman, and Interbet. Remember, bet with Interbet, it all goes through the tote, it helps sustain the game.